Hello and welcome to the latest episode of Feeding the Curious Mind. My name's John Pullen and I'm a writer of fiction and non-fiction books. Today, on the roads of the United Kingdom, there are approximately 40 million cars. The total population at this time is about 70 million, so over half the population would appear to have access to a vehicle. That's actually not true, of course, but it does show that how many cars we do have on the roads. Now, cars these days are much safer than they used to be. Most quite a large number of cars can exceed the motorway speed limit by 100%, 140 miles an hour. Some supercars can exceed 200 miles an hour. But the weakest link in all of this is still the pedestrian. Now, accidents happen on a daily basis around the country. But what was the first accident involving a pedestrian and a vehicle? Well, for that we need to go back to the 17th of August 1896. It's estimated at this time that there were probably only 20 cars in the whole of the country. It took place in the grounds of Crystal Palace, which is in South London. The car in question was a Roger Benz of the Anglo-French Motor Company. It was used as a demonstrator, and the person driving it that day was a Mr. Edsel. He had a female passenger, Alice Spending, sitting next to him. Unfortunately, whilst travelling through the park, Mrs. Driscoll, with her daughter and a friend, stepped out in front of the vehicle. Mrs. Driscoll was killed. The other two were unhurt. Now, of course, there would have been an inquest, and there was, and it was in front of a jury. Mr. Edsel said that he was not travelling faster than 4 miles an hour. The car itself was capable of a top speed of 8 miles an hour, but because it was a demonstrator, he said that the engineers had made the car only capable of 4 miles an hour. Other witnesses to the accident said no, it seemed to be going much faster than that. In fact, one person said it was moving at a tremendous pace, faster than a galloping horse. Well, the car was tested and was found to not being capable of going above 4.5 miles an hour. Just goes to show what witnesses can get wrong sometimes when they witness something. So the jury went away. For 6 hours they deliberated and came back with that it was an accident. Now the coroner released Mr. Edsel and then probably made the worst statement or most erroneous statement perhaps ever made in a court of law. He said he felt great sympathy for the Driscoll family. Very true. But then he went on to say that this accident, I hope there will never ever be another such accident. He was wrong.